Alright, let's dive into something that's got the motorsport world buzzing. The AASA Race Series is ditching TV for live streaming. But here's the thing, this isn't just a minor shift, it's a bold move that raises a ton of questions. Personally, I think this is a fascinating pivot, especially in an era where traditional media is constantly being challenged by digital platforms. What makes this really interesting is the timing, right after a mid-season rebranding and a messy ownership dispute. It's like the series is hitting the reset button, but is live streaming the right move? Let's break it down. First off, the AASA Race Series, formerly known as the Hi-Tec Oil Super Series, is kicking off its new era at Queensland Raceway. Enthusiast Motor Insurance is stepping in as a major sponsor, which is great, but the big news is the axing of the TV package. Previously, the series was broadcast on KO Sports and SBS, giving it a solid reach. Now, competitors are being told it's all about live streaming for 2026 and beyond. From my perspective, this feels like a gamble. Live streaming is undeniably the future, but it's not without its risks. What many people don't realize is that TV still holds a lot of weight, especially for sponsors who rely on that exposure to justify their investments. So, while AASA is framing this as moving with the times, I can't help but wonder if they're leaving money on the table. One thing that immediately stands out is the lack of clarity around who's producing the live stream. If you take a step back and think about it, this is a critical detail. The quality of the live stream could make or break this transition. A poorly executed stream could alienate fans and sponsors alike. What this really suggests is that AASA might be rushing into this without a fully fleshed out plan. In my opinion, they're betting big on the idea that live streaming will attract a younger, more digital savvy audience, but they're also risking losing the older demographic that's used to tuning in on TV. Now, let's talk about the broader implications. Motorsport, like many sports, is at a crossroads when it comes to media. Traditional TV deals are expensive, and viewership is declining, but they still offer a level of prestige and reach that live streaming hasn't quite matched. A detail I find fascinating is how this move fits into the larger trend of sports leagues experimenting with digital platforms. The NBA, for example, has seen massive success with its League Pass streaming service, but motorsport is a different beast. It's not just about the race, it's about the atmosphere, the commentary, the production value. Can a live stream truly replicate that? I'm not so sure. What makes this even more intriguing is the ongoing ownership drama with AASA. The series is currently being run by a four-pronged consortium, while the Benalla Auto Club is fighting to reclaim control. This raises a deeper question. Is this live streaming decision a strategic move to assert independence, or is it a symptom of the chaos behind the scenes? Personally, I think it's a bit of both. The consortium might see this as a way to cut ties with the past and chart a new course, but they're doing it at a time when stability is crucial. Looking ahead, the fight in the night event at Queensland Raceway is going to be a litmus test. With categories like the Australian Endurance Championship and the TA2 Muscle Car Series on the bill, there's no shortage of action. But will fans tune in? And more importantly, will sponsors stick around? This is where things get tricky. If the live stream is a hit, AASA could position itself as a pioneer in motorsport broadcasting. If it flops, they could be looking at a major backlash. What this really suggests is that the stakes are higher than ever. In my opinion, the success of this move will hinge on execution. If AASA can deliver a high-quality, engaging live stream that rivals TV production, they might just pull this off. But if they cut corners or underestimate the challenges, it could backfire spectacularly. One thing's for sure, this is a bold experiment, and the motorsport world will be watching closely. So, here's my closing thought. Is this the future of motorsport broadcasting, or a risky gamble that could cost AASA dearly? Only time will tell, but one thing's certain, this is a story worth following.